Sagittarius, welcome to your July 2024 reading. Okay, let's get straight into it. It looks to me like you have made a decision without consulting another in terms of your love life. There's also messages about your career and finances here as well. And also you've broken someone's heart. So let's get straight into it, Sagittarius. So looks to me like there's justice that's coming in for you. There's a message of possibly you taking a loss in terms of finances, and then you'll be able to recover that. I think it's put you in a position where you felt helpless. So there's going to be a King of Pentacles, somebody that is of a earth sign. And also it could be illuminating something you may have done that requires legal attention, that's going to be under the justice system. It seems that that's something that you're going to be experiencing if you haven't already. So please watch for communication coming in from possibly a legal body. You may be involved in something that you didn't even realize was actually a hindrance to your situation of you and your money house. I like to say money house, but pentacles, or your finances rather. And somebody in your past or your recent past wants a new beginning with you. And I think they're heartbroken because it seems that you've chosen a path that's for you, which is your career. And you're in the zone, your feelings right now, not your feelings. King of Swords doesn't take shit from anyone, doesn't take the crap from doesn't take anything at all. Your swords are up, your guards up, you're in like cutthroat. I'm gonna tongue lash you all day long because of what you've experienced. You've taken multiple losses on the love and the finance aspect of your career and your life at the present time. There's going to be a message for you in terms of an opportunity, whether it's a work promotion or if you're an entrepreneur, possibly new business ventures coming in. There's going to be a message of abundance, and this way it'll kind of solidify and help you know that your money house is fine, and so that you'll be happy within your home life, your space, your inner peace rather. But it's showing me that you're still going to be in your mindset of total and complete loss because you're not where you want to be in life, and so you're going to be traveling looking for other opportunities. Even it seems like Sagittarius, you are in a state of cutthroat mode where you are willing to do anything and everything. Now you must be careful, and I say this with love. You cannot just take on any and every endeavor, because you'll just cycle back into what you've already experienced, whether maybe you went into a business deal and you thought it would come to fruition. However, there was some back end work or there was red tape involved or whatever the case is. It looks to me like there's going to be an opportunity here with a female. You may come into a position where it seems that you're kind of getting into desperation mode here. Because you really want to make it, if you will. But that requires a lot of time and effort. You want the easy way out. You're not willing to do the work it takes to become successful. So therefore, you cutting corners and you kind of taking the easy way out is not going to be beneficial for you in the future, because you're not going to be able to, you're always going to be chasing the money, if you will. You're always going to be chasing the love. You're always going to be chasing something. And I know that Sagittarius, you guys are adventurers. You like to kind of do your own thing and just allow yourself to be who you are. And that's fine, no problem. Like, I mean, if that's the way you want to live your life, whatever floats your boat, and do what your heart desires, no problem. However, you cannot be always on guard, if you will, right? With that type of energy. So accept yourself for who you are and what you decide, because then you can't really blame anyone else for the decisions that you make in the future going forward. So you've broken somebody's heart. Unfortunately, hey, no judgment here. Do what you got to do. But it seems you've made the move to focus on your career, your love, not your love, but just focus solely on your career because you want to get to a certain place in your life at this juncture. So that's okay. That's more than okay. I mean, obviously you're taking responsibility for your life and you want more for yourself because you are ambitious at this time. So, but I highly suggest not to cut corners and not to step on anybody else in the process, because you may need those people in the future. If you're going to burn bridges left, right, and center, what's going to happen to you when you need that specific person? For example, an analogy would be if you need somebody that is works for the city, for instance, right? I'm an engineer, so when I discuss stuff, let's say I have a friend that works for the city, then I can get permits and zoning and this and that a little bit quicker because this person's my friend. So he'll put me on the top of the list and, voila, here's the permits and thing, right? Like, you might need these people. And in retrospect, I've actually dated somebody so in that realm, and it didn't work out, but I didn't burn that bridge. We remained friends from afar, obviously, because you can't really be friends with somebody that had interest. But it's not like we were amicable. We're not feuding. We didn't leave off on a bad note. No, bridges, you may need them in the future. And now it's going to prolong the process, right? And because you guys are you're in this zone of I want to get it done yesterday, focus on getting it done correctly and timely, because it's not going to happen like that overnight, especially for you, Sagittarius, because you're a fight or flight type of person. And I don't mean this to judge. It's just that you guys aren't focused in that sense, whereas other signs or other people, certain personality types are able to get it done. And it's kind of beyond you how they're able to sustain that. It's because they're driven, they're focused, and they didn't burn bridges left, right, and center. I'm kidding. No, for real. Take it seriously. It's not even a joke. Stop burning your bridges. Stop making people feel alienated in your presence and what you want to accomplish. It is not my way or the highway. Okay, guys? It is, you need to learn how to compromise. You need to learn how to work with people. That's key to success. That's key to you and your ambition, because yes, you may have the ideas. Yes, you have the drive. Yes, you have the ambition. What about the execution? What about bringing it to the table and knowing that it can be done and that you can accomplish it? Learn and master that first and foremost, because that's what you're having difficulty with here, and that's what I'm gauging. Now, this spread, literally, the whole deck just decided that it was going to come out. So for you, we've already have half of it already done. So we know that that's about your finances and what I was just reiterating. And you breaking someone's heart, that's probably your ex. You may have moved away from this person and they're still pining for you, if you will. So I'm sure you already know that. It's your situation. So, I mean, if I was you, I would not open the lines of communication there, because you're only going to prolong the pain that the person has to endure because they don't want to let go. People usually feel pain because they don't want to let go of what no longer serves them. And then once people learn to let go, that's when you're able to be happy for them and you're able to say nice things and become amicable, whatever the case is, right? You never know, you may need this ex one day because they work for whoever, right? Anyways, you broke your own heart. Let's just get to it. You broke your own heart. You were listening to other people. There were a lot of secrets, a lot of lies. You kept everything to yourself. You kind of moved away, if not moved away altogether to a different country. You kind of exhausted your resources, and you kind of just literally became desperate. No offense. Don't take those words seriously. When I say desperate, I mean you were just no, I'm fed up. It's a missed opportunity. I can't even go back. I don't want to go back. I think that has to do with your finances, but also a love relationship. So now it seems to me that you were listening, you were in your feelings, and you were just focused on, maybe you possibly were rejected by this person at first, and you never really got to know, you got to know who they were, but I think you didn't give that person enough time, because it seems to me here that that person probably felt the same way after, not after, but during, but was kind of on guard, because maybe you both were coming out of a situation. Because if the beginning of the someone to say, yes, let's be together, because you're hurting somebody else and they know that, maybe they were in a union and they were getting out of something as well, right? So don't kind of play the blame game there, but it seems like you now realize you've made a terrible mistake. And because you've already moved away and you thought it was a missed opportunity, maybe you were going to go into business together, or maybe you really wanted a union. I think a lot has been illuminated to you. I think a lot of the things you may have even said terrible things about this person, given maybe you could have been a little bit envious, which is not a good sign, Sagittarius. You need to fix that. You need to focus on why you have those feelings. But it seems like that's what hindered the whole dynamic between you and this individual that looks like you wanted to be in a union together, because you were given advice from Tom, Dick, and Harry over there that did not have your best interest whatsoever. And so now it seems that you were given the world and an opportunity that was so worldly and world class that it was too good to be true. But in your eyes, because you are analytical, you really thought, okay, it's going to come to fruition. This actually makes sense. It's not super far-fetched. However, a tower did occur in the recent past, if not currently happening, where it's causing you to transform. And when I say that, it means that it's shaking up your world. Things are not going your way. Certain things that you thought that you were going to take or have has not occurred, because of the fact that it's not so much karma, because some people don't believe in karma and some people do. I personally do, so I'm not going to say that just because I know there are bias. I don't want to be too biased. And it's showing me here that you really thought the world of this situation that you've entered in, and it didn't work out. But that's only because it was supposed to help you grow. Sometimes when things don't work out, it's supposed to be because it's not for you. That's why it wasn't meant to work out for you in terms of finances or even in a love relationship. Timing was not there, and it was not on your side, and that's okay. So that situation ended. And it seems to me here that there was a female involved that you wanted to move towards, and that you thought that you wanted to move towards, and you thought there was abundance coming in for you. But I think that you believe that this person is going through a massive transformation. They're going to be, going through celebrations, or you're going to be coming into some finances. It's just a beautiful thing for this person that you may have let go of. And I think that for you, a part of you was envious of this person's success, or, the way that they carry themselves. And I think a part of you thought, oh my goodness, if I put this person in a position where they feel what I feel because I took a loss with them, or but they rejected me, maybe, I'll be able to find peace and solace within myself. It looks like it's someone you've known for a very long time. I believe that this person was upset. This person was in their feelings. However, it seems like whoever this is has come out of it, and they've forgiven you and moved on. Maybe you felt there was a missed opportunity, and it seems like now you may want to go back and start a new beginning this month, if not in November maybe, and give this opportunity, because you listen to the gossip and you listen to all the negativity that you really wanted this relationship to work out. You may have known this person for a long time. It also seems like, I think that you weren't ready either financially, and that's why you were so adamant about getting your finances and your stuff ready to go, because you wanted to be able to to accommodate this person's wants and needs. You wanted to be able to bring forth something tangible for them to accept, because you wanted to be that person that gives, that person that takes care of another. And that's okay. Hey, you know what? But I think if you voice that to that person would have understood. Maybe they were in a more financially stable place and you weren't. So that kind of like, especially if you're masculine, that kind of burns your ego. Feminine, same thing. It happens because you don't want them to think you're gold digging or anything like that. But for the most part, it looks like you feel like, oh my goodness, what did I do? So that is what I'm gauging there. And you're technically at war with yourself. And you almost want to like confront this person like, oh my gosh, please forgive me. Like, please. But you really, really want to be with this person, regardless of the rumors, regardless of things you've done or said, regardless of what you've heard. And I think you know that it's all false and it's not true. And it's unfortunate, the situation really. I'm not gauging the other person's energy. All I see is yours. I do know that this person now is feeling kind of sad, really, because they're learning about the things you may have said now. And it's kind of sad because it's like, I don't know how they're going to take it. The whole deck's all gone. So I can't even gauge their energy. It's not coming out. I think they're going within and kind of just like, oh my goodness. And I think this person also wanted to be with you. I know they did. And you kind of really did mess up, Sagittarius. I'm sorry. It's so mean, but you guys are so mean. Why did you listen to other people? Well, you can't even come up with a good excuse now because, you know, at the end of the day, you fight for love. And yes, we make mistakes, but you know what? Sagittarius, forgive yourself for this one, okay? I know it's going to be hard, it's going to hurt, it's going to suck, but that's what you're going to have to do because, I mean, what are you really going to tell the person? Yeah, well, I listened to Tom, Dick, and Harry and fuckface. Excuse me, I don't mean to swear. And now I realize that you weren't all those things, but I was just in my feeling. And you're technically telling the person in your mind, I guess you should tell this to yourself, that you were all in your feelings and you had no idea that it was based off of you being rejected at first. But you have to understand your predicament. You were still involved with someone else. You were still engaging and communicating with someone of your past. How could someone possibly take you seriously? Sagittarius, I am not gauging any other messages. Please know that I read for your protection from others and more importantly from yourselves. So if you enjoyed that reading, please like, share, comment down below. Tell me down below and join the Empress Angel Tarot Click. Please do join the notification. Click down there, click the bell, click the subscribe button, and we will see you mid-July, which is in a week because I'm kind of late with the readings. Apologize. I'm in transition myself. So anyway, Sagittarius, I will be, hopefully you guys come out of this. You guys obviously will. You're Sagittarius. You guys are very adventurous. You guys don't like to divulge your feelings either. So that's okay. I mean, hey, whatever makes you happy, right? But don't mask it for too long because you're going to end up hating yourself in the long run. And, you know, be so sad that you may do something that's kind of ridiculous, really. But I know that you'll be okay regardless. Anyway, Sagittarius, it was a pleasure to read for you. We will catch you again in a couple weeks, okay? Take care, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye.